I'm Mariam Jaafar. When I was born, we lived in a one-room rental flat in Toa Payoh. My father was a Malay teacher and my mother was a nurse. As Singapore progressed, so did my family. As our family got bigger, we were able to move into bigger flats in Clementi and then later in Jurong. Ours was a simple but happy childhood. During the week, when my parents were working, we were looked after by my dear grandparents as well as family friends later. And weekends were spent feeding ducks at the botanical gardens, cycling at the West Coast, or playing rounders with kids in the neighborhood at the field nearby. Um, there are moments in time etched in my memory, though, where even then I knew things weren't quite so easy. Like when I'm waking up in the middle of the night to find my father still working hard at the translation jobs he took on the side, or seeing my mom's face. I always remember it when one day we woke up to find that a burglar had entered our house and actually taken a whole month's salary that my father had just taken out of the ATM. So my father created a scheme with our extended family. We called it Sharikat. So the way it worked was every month we would contribute $10 for every family member. And as anyone fell into any hardships or needed, some emergency cash to replace a washing machine or something, they could take a loan from interest-free, of course, from this Sharikat. And it was administered by my grandfather, I think, who took a lot of joy and meaning out of it. But for my four siblings and I, my parents made it very clear that our main job was to learn. My father helped us with our lessons. Then my schools, they opened up my world. I had fantastic teachers from kindergarten all the way to JC, whose kindness I still remember today. So thanks to sacrifices of my parents, the kindness shown by many, and the quality of the Singapore education system, I've been able to go on to study at some of the best universities in the world and then work for some of the best companies in the world. Today, I'm a management consultant at the Boston Consulting Group, where I help companies to transform. So my education has given me everything in life, including my wonderful husband, who I met at Stanford University. I'm here because I want to give back. While I know that there are many ways to give back, I've thought about it and concluded that politics is a unique platform where I can make a difference to the lives of many, perhaps requiring some relentless pushing over time, while also touching individual lives on a pretty much almost daily basis. It's perhaps natural, given my background, that what I care about most is social mobility. Singapore must always be the place where someone from a humble background can grow up to believe she can do anything she wants to do, be anyone she wants to be. But I think we all know that income inequality and technology disruption are real issues, and they have been for some time. Today, the upward mobility that I enjoyed, that my family enjoyed, may seem a bit out of reach for many. And of course, COVID-19 has exposed further the cracks and the divisions in our society. Having said that, I prefer to look at the glass half full. I think the government has invested what the government has invested in social welfare, in early childhood education, skills future, job support over the last few years. I mean, it's really significant. And COVID-19 has also brought forward a lot of people who are ready now to help each other in big and small ways. So it's really up to us to build back better, as we say. And I always like to say the future is still out there for us to make. I have faith in Singapore and Singaporeans. I'm sure we'll get through it. I think it requires trust. And I think today, what trust really requires actually is the ability and willingness to not judge, but to be able to walk in somebody else's shoes. In my time on the ground, I've been able to help residents to take advantage of the breadth of schemes available. I have also seen, though, that some people really struggle to navigate these schemes. And I've also seen that some people refuse to take advantage of these schemes for a variety of reasons. And you know what? They're not crazy or lazy. I mean, their decisions are completely rational given their context. So it's really important that we actually go out there and actively reach out, understand how policies and schemes really land on the ground for the people that they are meant to benefit, and then give robust feedback to agencies as well as policymakers, all, of course, with the view of improving things. So all I really want to do is to bring my passion, my empathy, my skills, and whatever influence and access I have to, on the one hand, help to give a voice to the needs and ideas of Singaporeans in order to help shape good policy, as well as, on the other hand, to give a helping hand to residents on the ground. I'm an advocate for women, I'm a believer in youth, and I love Singapore. Let me say a few words in Malay. Saudara-saudari, saya berasal daripada keluarga yang sederhana. Pendidikan telah memberikan saya segala-galanya yang saya perlukan. Saya diberi peluang belajar dan bekerja di Amerika Syarikat dan saya rebut peluang itu. Sekarang, sebagai seorang konsultan perniagaan, sebelum COVID, hampir setiap hari saya ada bertugas di rantauan. Kini saya ingin menyumbang semula kepada masyarakat kita setempat. Ia merupakan suatu keputusan yang agak besar untuk saya, untuk sertai politik. Tapi ibu bapa saya dan suami saya telah memberi dorongan yang secukupnya. Saya mula sedari bahawa politik merupakan platform yang terbaik untuk saya menyumbang untuk masyarakat setempat. Mungkin adalah wajar, isu yang paling penting bagi saya ialah meningkatkan mobiliti sosial. Itulah sebabnya saya melibatkan diri dalam inisiatif masyarakat seperti pengkajian skim tuition mendaki demi mempertingkatkan lagi taraf pendidikan masyarakat awam. Dengan ikhlasnya, saya akan bekerja keras untuk menjaga kemaslahatan masyarakat dan membangunkan lagi masyarakat Melayu setempat. Saya harap agar mendapat peluang untuk berkhidmat untuk rakyat dan masyarakat kita. Terima kasih.